We all know slides are a playground favorite, but now one mother is sharing an experience with her daughter and a graphic image of her injury, hoping to protect other kids from potential harm. Meadow Claire is now a healthy, happy 3.5-year-old. But at just 12 months old, she suffered an unexpected injury at this playground.
When I got down to the bottom of the slide, she was screaming.
Be warned, some people may find the following image disturbing. In a Facebook post that is going viral this morning, her mom, Heather Claire, posted this video of her daughter captured in her arms going down a playground slide. At the moment, she broke her lower leg. The toddler's foot escaping her mother's lap, her sneaker catching on the side of the slide.
Moana.
Mom Heather is sharing their story to alert parents to the danger of going down slides with your child.
I see parents riding down slides all the time with their kids. I don't think anybody, most parents aren't aware of this. Everybody is shocked that that's a possibility and that could happen.
Meadow is unfortunately one of many. According to the CDC, from 2002 to 2015, 350,000 children under the age of 5 were injured on slides. The most common injury, more than a third, were lower leg fractures, like Meadow's. Some doctors even posting YouTube videos to warn parents.
Put together an illustration.
While some experts suggest carefully tucking your children's legs between yours, Claire says that's how that fateful ride started. The mom claims there's no safe way for a child to go down in their parent's lap, and that signs should be posted at playgrounds warning exactly that.
The safest way for a child to go down a slide with their parent is not in the parent's lap. Instead, the parent wants to stand next to the slide, hold the child on there about halfway up, and then let the child go down while you're guarding them.
The CDC also says the rate of all playground injuries has significantly increased over the last decade. Now more than 200,000 children under 14 are injured on them every year.
In the emergency room, I see these injuries all the time, and the parents feel very, very guilty. And a lot of times they're crying. They're really upset about what happened to the child. And what I typically tell them is, if you think back to your own childhood, how any of us got to this point of being adults is way beyond me, because we all get injured in childhood. We tend to recover.
If I can take what happened to Meadow and take the pain that she felt and the guilt that I felt, and we can use that as an impetus to create change, that's what's the most important thing to me.
We reached out to the playground equipment industry, but have yet to hear back. I have to tell you, as parents, you have so many things to worry about. I had no idea.
That would be last on the list, and who even imagined that?
You know what's funny? My pediatrician, this was so shocking. I remember going to her, and she said, I'm going to tell you one thing. And I said, okay. She said, if you ever go down a slide, never have your kid with you on that. And she said, the #1 injury that they see is just what you reported. And,
so
I had never heard of it either. I was like, are you positive?
And you think you're doing the right thing, right?
Your weight.
You're with your child.
You think that is the safe thing.
So this wasn't something important to cover, obviously.
Yeah, good to get the word out.
Thank you, Chanel.
Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.